And welcome back. Let's begin our final tale. Chapter 5, The Good Night.
Recovering Lord Sullen's xylophone certainly sounds like a charming ruckus. Don't get me wrong, but I'm looking for a quest to be remembered by. One final adventure for future generations to share. Surely, my dear friend, you can relate to that. Oh, hello, Gwendolyn. Come on in.
Where did your friend go?
Why, he's right behind you, keeping warm by the fire.
There's no one there.
Not to worry, he'll be back. Always bouncing in and out, that one, like a slingshot.
Grandpa, we need to talk.
Of course, sweetheart. What'll it be? Dragons, treasure, love stories.
We need to talk about this.
Yeah.
I see. Come here. I am so sorry. I should have told you when I had the chance.
I'm just not ready for you to go.
No one is.
Listen to me. I am not leaving you. Not yet. The mirror promised me one final adventure.
But the doctors, they said...
Has the magic mirror led us astray before? I'll be here for one more adventure, no matter what any doctor says.
So, where's this adventure taking place?
I haven't decided yet, but it's going to be grand. One for the tapestries of time. I was thinking Serenia.
Ooh.
Or a family trip back to Avalon.
Ooh.
Grandpa, you can't even get out of bed.
Oh, I can get out of bed all right, just saving up my strength.
I need to know why.
Why? I thought it would be nice to have an adventure outside these walls with the whole family.
No, not that. I need to know why the doctors can't fix you. There has to be a magical fruit that can cure you, or a spell to extend your life. I just can't believe that you're only suffering from old age.
Might have already tried that.
Take a seat. There are a few more stories I have yet to share. For as long as I can remember, adventure always had a way of finding me. But as I grew older, I had to find adventure for myself.
Sweetheart, are you sure you need to go out questing for trouble at our ripe old age?
Darling, this old hat may be tattered, but it's not ready to be hung up yet.
I know. I know. As long as you're living, you'll be working to make Daventry perfect. But what's the point of working so hard if we never can enjoy it? We
Yeah.
still haven't watched a single sunset from the Rose Garden.
But there's still so much to do, love. I need to stay sharp. I just don't want my legacy to fizzle out like King Edward's.
Do what you like. I know I won't be able to convince you otherwise.
I probably should have stayed back and watched that sunset, but I had adventure on my mind. Perhaps there was another lost treasure to recover, or a unicorn to be rescued. Oh, if I was lucky, a hideous beast would be terrorizing the kingdom.
Maybe you will get your wish, old man. But if you're truly worried about your legacy fizzling out, Shouldn't you have been worried about that earlier, when you were much, much younger? It's your younger accomplishments, after all, that make a lasting legacy. I think by this point, you should be fine. You are remembered well, Graham.
You deserve a chance to celebrate your accomplishments.
Yeah.
What else are you looking for, Graham?
Relevance. I've never lost my drive.
You've given enough, love. Please don't leave.
Oh, honey, but I have to. Need to keep my spirits up.
I've said my piece and have nothing more to add.
Fine, dear.
I still had dreams and goals. Old age is no excuse for complacency.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. Hello, old friend.
It seems like only yesterday you taught my arrow to fly.
And I think we've made you proud.
The town was always a good place to start an adventure. Perhaps I should start there.
Yeah. I'm sure there's like a messenger board or something in order to help out. Even if it's just a minor thing. Every little bit helps. Also, I love Graham's outfit in Chapter 5. I like how it kind of combines little elements of everything that we've seen up to this point. Huh. Oh,
Wait,
strange.
Aren't you forgetting...
Huh? What was that?
Oh, never mind. Sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
That's so sad. That's just so sad. We've gone from witty banter to basically her just sitting here and just letting him talk. Because she knows now that he's dying, and it might be the last time he ever says anything, so just let him be on his way. Let him do what he wants. Let him say what he wants. As long as it's not too contradictory. Huh. It is pretty weird, though. The fact that Oldface seems to be gone, and the moat is oddly dry. Was it redirected, perhaps? Or is something else going on? Now, if you remember back in Chapter 1, this was filled with darkness, and there were wolves everywhere. But it's been a few years. Decades, even. So what's been going on here? Now.
Amaya and I cleared out all the spiniferous thornweeds in the backwoods and planted a lovely
this
rose garden instead.
Wait, what happened to the snarling Snarlaxes? With purple eyes, blue glowing pupils, 6 legs, 3 claws, and 1 tooth.
They had to be crumbled. Ruined the castle's curb appeal, I'm afraid.
Oh, to look at that. Seems like Daventry's wilds have finally been tamed in a way. We are in peacetime, it seems. This gorgeous garden is a beautiful result of that. Maya and Graham especially have done a lot for this community. Even in a timeline where you didn't follow her directly. It's clear that she still made an impact. Everyone kind of made an impact, in a way. And I like that. It celebrates everyone in a way. sit here a moment and just admire the view. Peace and quiet. Beautiful. So, since I will never have another chance to talk about this, might I share a bit of a theory with you for a moment? Those white flowers on this partition over here, those have been showing up periodically throughout the chapters as time goes on. And I always wondered, what kind of flowers are these that they keep showing up everywhere? Sure, it technically is just a reused asset, but they keep showing up everywhere. I kept looking around to see whether or not there's any flowers that look similar in any sort of way. And the closest approximation I can find is periwinkle, otherwise known as vinca, and they do come in like a white variation like this. And what they symbolize is a lot of things, but in particular, they symbolize nostalgia and memory. I just find that kind of interesting. And they've been showing up more and more, if you look closely. And it's not like we haven't used flower symbolism before in this chapter. I mean, Amaya has flowers too. She's got petunias. And I believe she's got hedges, she's got petunias, and I believe she's got... I want to say azaleas, I believe, and those all have symbolism too. And those kind of steadily infer what her personality is like if you go by flower symbolism. And I think it fits very, very well. Huh. A bell? A bell wasn't here before, was it?
The clang of that copper bell brought me right back to my younger days as a squire.
Hold on, Grandpa.
Yes, sweetheart?
It wasn't a bell.
Oh? And what was it?
Do you remember?
I think it was a switch.
That doesn't sound right.
Sorry. Now I'm forgetting. It was a... It was Badger. And I think you had to yank on its tail.
Gwendolyn, why are you trying to confuse me? We both know that's not right.
Just having a bit of fun. It was really,
That is pretty funny, though. Fine. I'll stop defying your narrative, old man.
a horn. Remember?
Oh, that's right. Forgive my momentary lapse of memory.
Oh, he's winted. Oh, you poor man.
A patch of fire
Oh dear.
impeded my path forward. A mere brain teaser to get my logic wheels spinning.
Patch of fire, eh? I'm sure it's fine. Okay, no it's not.
And that's why you should never smoke.
I wish all of you would stay put. This meeting is already way over schedule.
Huh, that voice sounds familiar.
He'd better come soon.
Huh.
He needs to work on his time management skills.
We really having this conversation
As long
again?
as he knows the password, you have to let him in.
Ah,
After Alexander returned, we sealed up the goblin holes.
I'm starting to question his commitment to our guild.
Now, Pilar, I don't know if I'd say it like that.
I'm getting tired of
Hey, the
opening
door's
that door for
open.
him.
speaking of opening doors.
I'm sure he'll be back any second.
Years ago, if my memory serves me correctly, we redesigned that old meeting space into a...
All 3D sound nice, don't they?
a memorial honoring Pilar and Mr. Watts.
That looks lovely.
Pilar transferred to Ludor in the summer of 1679, and she was annoyed to find out there was in fact no Bridge Troll Guild in existence there. Hungry and poor, she discovered a new cause to rally behind. She founded the first charity whose mission was to feed the trolls.
And judging from how reverently he says that, I can assume it's a genuine thing and not, you know, not her literally eating people. Oh no. I kind of like that. I kind of like the fact that she kind of mellowed out a little bit as time went on. And there's that beautiful theme again. Remember back in chapter 3 where I let you listen to the music that played after you saved baby Cedric in the prologue of chapter 3? The only other time in the game that it plays. And it's a time of peace. We just stand out. And what about you?
Waddles retired when I took the throne. He stayed local, though, and created most of the art and tapestries that you see on the castle walls. It finally became the drawbridge that he always dreamed of.
Good for you, man! That's so good for you.
I just know he's in the sky, proudly serving as the second largest star in the Midwestern Hemisphere.
Good for you. And I believe you get an achievement for this too. You put up the Bridge Troll Memorial. Let's see what's over here. Huh. River seems to be gone. Interesting. Ah, yes, the stairs.
I remember those steps being a lot lower. I used to just whisk up and down them.
Yeah. Now that you're older, there's some things you just can't do anymore. But that's okay. I'm sure you can still manage being an adventurer.
Am I remembering this right? We redesigned the space into a...
So we need water, right?
a sandbox that all the children of Daventry
Aw.
could enjoy.
That's a good sandcastle, Castle Daventry there. That's really cute.
Hey, how come I never got to play in that sandbox?
Your father was always paranoid about badgers doing their business in there, and would never let me take you.
Alexander, you were paranoid about everything. Oh yeah, we need something to carry
A
water in.
randomly placed item to add to my inventory. My adventure was already off to a great start.
I don't know. It makes sense that there be a bucket and a sandbox, wouldn't there? At least I think that there would be.
We redesigned the space into
Remember the fountain. Let's see what that looks like.
a commemorative fountain honoring every guard
Ooh.
who ever served the kingdom of Daventry.
That's pretty. That's really pretty. And you know, I don't think we technically need to choose. I like to think that this meeting space, technically speaking, all of these could be put in here. I mean, the space is big enough, right? You could just like section off like different corners and such. Like put the commemorative fountain in one corner, put the sandbox in another corner, put the British Troll Memorial in two other corners. There, boom, perfect. Therefore, you can commemorate everybody. But this is a wonderful fountain. I love this.
The fountain was meant for every guard who served Daventry. But I couldn't help shedding a tear for Larry every time I passed by.
You did good, man. You did real good. And to make that sequence even sadder, I'm sure that he was not the only casualty, the only fatality that night. I'm sure there were others. Because there's no way that, like, the bedroom for the royals are, like, the first door on your left as soon as you leave the throne room. No, they're deeper in. For security reasons, of course. So there probably were a lot more deaths that we didn't see. Or a lot more fatalities and casualties and people panicking than we saw. But Larry's death is enough. Number two's death is enough. In order to really understand what the threat of Manny was.
Ah, life-giving water, nectar of the gods.
I love that King's Quest V reference.
For years, Kyle still walked around like he was holding someone on his back.
Oh. He really misses his partner, doesn't he?
Let's move on. If I stay here too long, I'll tear up.
Fair enough. It's bittersweet. But we need to move on. Time heals all wounds, after all.
After Alexander returned, we sealed up the goblin holes.
We're gonna have to remember that.
The fire was extinguished, my journey continued.
Hooray!
Ah, that's better. Thanks, King Goosey.
You're very welcome, friend.
Oh.
Wait, what's going on? Where's Ulfie?
What do you mean, sweetheart? He's right there. Ulfi, a magical talking bridge.
What?
Oh, hold on a second. You may be right. Ulfi was a bridge with a troll on his back, right? Oh, sorry, I mean a troll with a bridge on his back.
Correct.
How did your back catch on fire?
Oh, I'm not sure. Ulfi was taking a nap and then became very itchy. Probably just another heat rash.
A cool bath with 2 cups of oatmeal should clear that up. It's worked wonders for me.
Yeah, your skin does look fantastic for 86.
Well, that's a shame. I'm 77.
Oh, my apologies, King. At 386, Ulfi's memory isn't what it used to be.
I know. You told me that yesterday.
Oh, I did, didn't I? Can you believe how old we've grown?
It seems like only yesterday we were dancing the dance of the official Bridge Troll Guild. And all the paths through Daventry were wide open. I just hope I chose the right direction. Because my journey has become a bit of a straight line lately.
No. I hope that's not why you squeezed into your adventuring gear. It's been Ulfi's pleasure to watch your little bridge take root and blossom into King Graham the Compassionate. And I wouldn't have it any other way.
Well, if you enjoyed my earlier accomplishments, wait until you see the greatness my next adventure will bring.
Looking forward to it, buddy. Thanks for helping us out.
I couldn't wait to get into town. The square was probably full of people in need of an adventurer. Someone to fetch treasures or forage rare ingredients. On that day, I would have taken any quests offered. One slight problem. I couldn't remember which way the town was.
Uh-oh.
Which way was the town again? My muscle memory was having a hard time remembering.
You've gotten turned around already. You're not that far from Ulfi. So let's talk about this. Ah, right. This little brilliant bit of game design. I hear you like this. Graham is so confused at this point that my controls are reversed. I'm holding down D. He's moving to the left as if I were pressing A. I held down A, and he moves to the right instead of the left, like I was supposed to. It's backwards controls. I did this brilliant. But let's talk about something a little bit more serious, perhaps. Throughout this entire game, Graham has been maybe not this forgetful, but he has been exaggerating certain things. He's been exaggerating details. He's been forgetting maybe a couple of details here and there. And Gwendolyn has basically been making those decisions for him. And some of those things, you could technically argue he's doing it because he wants her to remember him in a certain way. You know? Like, there are points that he knows for a fact happened, and he will not let you defy them. That's why I had the running joke, I defy your narrative, old man. Because I knew that would happen. But here, he's at his worst, lowest point. Now he's forgetting details that even he brought up. He's forgetting world details that even he has pre-established. And that's a problem. Because he's gonna break the world. It is heavily implied, although not spoken out loud, but it's heavily implied that this old man Graham by the time that we meet him in present day, that he has a version of Alzheimer's or dementia. And keeping with that, that explains a lot of his previous behavior as time goes on, because the progression of that matches the symptoms that Graham has been going for. He's a lot more vulnerable to being hurt. He has mood swings, as we see with Gart. He, after a while, has stopped eating, and he's forgetful. Like, those are all things that, like, people who experience Alzheimer's and dementia go through. And that's admittedly rather dark. And it can eventually kill you, too. That's admittedly rather dark and depressing, isn't it? Kind of puts into perspective how much of this is Graham actually remembering correctly and well, and how much of this is he actually just making up on the fly. How much of his stories are actually true. You know?
I'm sorry. I can't remember all the details. Don't worry, they'll come to me.
Nothing out here, it seems. Yet. What's down here?
What is this place?
I'm not sure. I don't think I went this way until later. I better turn back.
Ah, invisible wall. Fair enough. That's the way to King's Glen. That's right by Holfi. What is happening?
Oh, please, no! Is this how I would be remembered? I had to enter those flames before my legacy was burned to the ground.
I love this track. We'll just listen to it for a bit. It's a wonderful track, isn't it? We don't have an official name for this one, but I always like to call it My Legacy Burns. There we go.
I saved one treasure, but it wasn't good enough. I pushed myself to grab another one.
But it is the real Magic Shield then. Because if this was just a replica, well, it's just a replica. Who cares about a replica, right? And originally, according to the transcripts, there was going to be a little bit more dialogue that, like, inferred, like, how he got these treasures initially. Damn, Grim, you're strong. Like, of course, these would be treasures that he got back in King's Quest 1. Well, the equivalent stories of King's Quest 1, anyway.
2 treasures saved. They were charred, but not beyond repair. I probably should have stopped there, but there was no turning back now.
Grandpa, what were you thinking?
Shh. I need to concentrate.
No! There's some people who question whether or not this story even actually happened. I like to think that it did. But I can see where they're coming from. Where clearly he is trying his best to tell an interesting, exciting tale to Gwendolyn. I wouldn't necessarily say that he's in denial that anything is wrong, but he is trying to make her think positively. Maybe a little bit too much. No, of course Daventry isn't at peace and things are fine. Of course there's some sort of trouble. Because he needs to inspire the next generation. And of course, there's always going to be trouble in a land such as this. I highly doubt that things will always perpetually be peaceful, no matter how many times we save the world. But peacetime can be good, you know? It doesn't have to be constant danger. It doesn't have to be constant adventure, because everyone deserves a break. But I like to think that the baseline of what's happening did actually happen.
Was all that really worth it?
You alright there? Oh dear.
Sorry, have my stories been good enough?
What do you mean? Your stories have been amazing.
I'm just not sure. There's so much more I could have told you. There are so many other details that I forgot to mention.
Grandpa,
Oh.
your stories are perfect. Just the way they are.
Yeah.
I just needed more time. Give me a few moments. I need to fill you in on some other details.
Grandpa, I'd like to remember the stories how they were first told to me.
They'll be better with all this stuff I forgot. Trust me.
Please don't ruin my memories.
Yeah. Sometimes a story can just be a story. Sometimes you don't need extra detail. Unless it's important. You know? But, within this white void of Graham's memories, I think that's where we're going to cut things off for today. That's enough storytelling for now, I think. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope to see you again soon. Next time, let's see if we can untangle Graham's memories a little bit. See if we can get him out of his own head. Get him to snap out of this.